Hey everybody, this is Kamal Spike and Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York. Well, only in New York, and only if you're a Jet fan can you suffer the slings and arrows of the indignities that we have to that
Well,
us fans have to put up.
in this case, the term outrageous fortune really does apply. It really
Outrageous,
was outrageous fortune.
outrageous misfortune.
Yeah, in terms of not in terms of that win.
Well, it's a very simple solution. To replace Aaron Rodgers, you just get the guy that's in the broadcast booth back.
Who, Troy Aiken?
No, Tom Brady.
Oh,
You get the GOAT.
get the
Get the
goat. Well,
GOAT.
you know, they just. I mean, Zach got the training. Zach was the quarterback. He'll just have to learn the plays.
Only Andrew could have found this today because I camouflaged the whole thing today. I only posted
Andrew.
I only
See,
posted like 5 minutes before the show.
well, it gets that alert.
Andrew and I had a nice conversation the other day. Very, very nice. I enjoyed it, Andrew. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I got to give you my contact info at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to talk to you, Spike.
All those wonderful insights. I could tell you what not to do.
I was just remarking before the show that this is the highest cash level I've been in for a long time. I'm now officially 1/3 cash or treasuries, money market treasuries, cash. Well, cash of one form or another.
Right.
Not that I'm.
You consider 1 year bonds. You
Not that
consider
I'm
1 year bonds cash.
I don't think we're crashing tomorrow, but I think there's more of a chance of a crash now than that has been in a long time. So, being cautious,
Cassius.
cautious,
You're being Cassius.
cautious, yeah, Cassius Clay. We want to talk about Apple because they unveiled their 15. And we want to talk about McDonald's because it's stopping soda. How can you stop soda?
Oh, well, I mean, it's such an easy moneymaker.
Yeah, I mean, they're
So,
taking
so what
they're
50?
taking all the fun out of going into McDonald's and getting like root beer and Coke and
Right, and then refilling it on your way out.
refill it.
It's just because people get their own containers and they fill up.
Probably. I don't know the real reason, but they say it's because the dining room usage is shrinking. 40%.
They got rid of the ball pit, so none of the kids are showing up anymore.
I think they said 40% of their business is now Uber Eats and drive-through.
Uber Eats, like you you can't even get it off your butt to go to McDonald's down the street in the drive-through. You have to get the Uber Eats guy to
You
get it.
gotta
for you.
get the Uber Eats guy to do it for
It's
you.
going to be a super duper fast food.
Super duper fast. Yeah, they're gonna go into smaller restaurants. They're gonna call them Cosmics, COSMCs. I haven't been in a McDonald's in about 33 and a third years.
Really?
Yeah. So I wouldn't know anything about it. I know they have a Big Mac, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And they have a meal, a kid's meal, a regular meal.
Their breakfast is top notch.
Their breakfast is a toasted English with bacon and egg, right?
They also have the big breakfast that has pancakes also and hash browns.
Oh, okay. So
I've never had breakfast.
breakfast is actually the one meal you can maybe not get poisoned.
Right.
At least feel good about eating it.
Look, I wouldn't be the one to ask because I don't eat the McDonald's or any of them.
So
I
nobody's
don't say
going to supersize you, Dr. J.
Although if I were to pick one of them to eat in, it would probably be White Castle.
That's when you pick not Wendy's.
Not Wendy's, White Castle, the thinnest meat slab you can find.
It's the highest onions to meat ratio in the universe.
Right, and you got to look for the beef because it's soaked into the roll.
I gotta tell you this. I used to eat a lot of White Castle when I was in college, like more than 35 years ago.
And you
But never,
survived.
never since then. I've never eaten White Castle,
And you survived.
and I survived.
Yeah.
That's why I look the way I look today.
Filet o fish. That's right, Linus.
Baba Ganoush. Baba.
Alibaba.
Alibaba.
Baba ganoush is a Middle Eastern eggplant. You know, roasted eggplant.
It's pretty good, right?
Yes, it is very good dip.
Very good.
It's like a dip.
McDonald's has a baba ganoush. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think the Baba that Ken is talking about is the Chinese company Alibaba, right?
Alibaba.
I don't think about it very often. I certainly don't dream about it. It's not in my dreams.
I mean, after what she did to the owner, it's sort of like, why reward?
I'm against buying anything Chinese in terms of the stock market. Anything. I just don't trust.
Yeah, I know my Neo.
I have Alibaba. I'm in deep red with it.
Yeah, I mean the only Chinese stock that you should have been in for the last few months was EDU. That one is bucking all the odds and going up. Don't ask me what they do.
Well, Lee made a move just recently.
Yeah, so we should put the chart up on SMC. I am averaging in.
Which one's that?
SMCI. I'm actually.
Oh, that's the super microcomputer, right?
I've been buying that one. I've been buying NVIDIA.
It's been one of your stocks of the week.
Yeah, I'm buying NVIDIA. I'm buying this one. I've been buying you. So despite the fact that I'm in a heavy in cash, I'm still adding, to some names. I added some more Bitcoin by buying more mstr. I bought some Riot, I bought some Mara, and I bought some Hut. So I spread it around.
So you're Bitcoin adjacent.
Yeah. So Linus says McDonald's is known for their filet-o-fish and fries. Right. That's a healthy meal, right?
Well,
the fries is still those tiny little toothpick type fries with salt.
Yeah, with that's mostly salt.
Yeah, I never liked those fries. I like the thick Nathan's fries. The opposite.
So Apple actually went down on all of this all of these new things on the 15 and everything.
I think McDonald's might be a safe play in what could be a turbulent market. TAL is also an education play. Okay. Ken is giving us another name. And Darth Jawa says STIG is another Bitcoin play. All right. I mean, I took some of the ones I'm most familiar with and just spread it around. MicroStrategy I never got out of, so I just added to it. I'm considerably ahead on MicroStrategy, so nevertheless, I feel it could run to 700, 800, 900 with a nice run for Bitcoin. Most pundits are saying Bitcoin's going down to 12,000. They've been saying that for a long time, however, and I still hear that same rhetoric. Needless to say, I don't believe it, but I'm keeping an eye on the charts. Indubitably found us. We're a day late. We're at least a day late. All right, we'll take a look. STIG, why not? Oh, let's get to work. It won't have time to do anything.
Right.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers. I can't. I mean, I do believe it. A 39-year-old man.
What's not to believe?
Yeah, 39-year-old man. Almost a favorite to get hurt.
It's like, I mean, it was a little quick though. I mean, his first.
Didn't the same thing happen to the Jets with Vinny Testaverde?
Yes, everybody keeps making that comparison.
Yeah,
And meanwhile, the Jets survived that particular year. They had
right.
what's his name, Fitzpatrick, I think, took over.
Andrew has some information about Baba to share. So I put it up on the screen.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, Andrew.
Ken, the problem with us guys is we're highly irregular, kind of like with my bowel movements.
I think we're going to start being a little more regular now that the school year is starting.
Oh, okay. So you think we can stick to at least every Tuesday, if not
Yes.
Tuesday and
I think
Thursday?
every Tuesday sounds good.
At least. Maybe,
Yeah, and some Thursdays also will work.
Yeah, okay. So we'll do it every Tuesday. We aim for every Tuesday and some Thursdays.
Sounds good.
I mean, we have a bunch of loyal viewers that really stick with us, and we make it difficult for them. We shouldn't.
No, 4:30 on Tuesdays should be our new time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Summer's over. Back to the grindstone.
Bob is spinning off parts of their business. Is that it? I think that's it. They're spinning off.
Well, if they spin it off to America, then maybe they'll actually make some money.
Yeah. So I think I listed just a few names. We can quickly look at them.
All right, sounds like fun. I'm just wondering why Sava went down so bad.
We could look at that too if you want.
Yeah. Take a look now. Why is
See, the averages are all in the red, huh? They were mixed during the day. The Dow had been up.
Russell's up a little bit.
Oh yeah, the Russell is up 0.01%. Big move.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you think bio track is gonna rebound? I've been talking about this for 5 years now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so disillusioned with BioDirect. I only own one BioDirect stock. I'm not even enthusiastic about that. I'm almost ashamed to say the name of what I own.
Yeah, well, we know what it is.
Yeah, I shouldn't be in it, but I am.
Then you average down, so you have a decent price.
On Dermtech? No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We were in a tremendous Zoom channel, weren't we? Weren't we?
Yes.
This is a weekly. So at this point, I don't know what all these lines are. They're not relevant.
Good guess, Marco. I'm still in it.
Yeah. So anyway, it looks like one of them might have been the Kamal 2-year trend line. Was that SPY or Bitcoin? I don't remember. Kamal? You told me to draw
remember either, but I see. Do you see the bottom channel line, like the? Can you draw that line in there in the past 6 months? If you go 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
You want me to be on the daily or the weekly is okay?
Daily.
All right, I'm on the daily. I'm on the daily.
Yeah, if you draw a line on the bottom, you see that you could see the line. So
this line that's already been drawn?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I got too many lines.
Yeah.
And I forget how to undo all those drawings.
Clear drawing, but I don't see it.
You don't see where it says so, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm not allowed to clear it. Well, the spiders look pretty good actually. They bounced off the bottom here on 8/18. of course, it went down from mid-July. But since then, since 8/18, we have about a month of pretty good performance on the spiders. It looks okay. Doesn't look like anything imminent that's got to worry about. And this trend line, you say, goes out pretty far. If you extended it all the way out, right?
Correct.
And it's a hit about 2 years down or something like that.
Correct.
Uh-huh. So we have trend line support. We have a pretty good rebound off the bottom. And we have, this is a nice candle, a reversal candle right in here on 825. We're just chopping, going up, going down, but basically the direction is up. I think I'm looking favorably at this. I'm looking forward to retesting the high back here on the 17th. No, 727. That high was 459.44. I think we're going to look at 460s sooner than later. I'm an optimist, though, and as an optimist that's cautious, because as I said before, I'm sitting in 1/3 cash, but I'm still going with my aggressive portfolio that I shared with you many times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows what I'm in. And I own the spiders, SPY. I have a pretty large position in SPY. Not as large as my position in QQQ. And I recently opened a position in DIA. So where did I get the money to buy all this stuff? Well, I sold NVIDIA, a lot of NVIDIA at 389. And I'm only nibbling my way back now. After trading it, I sold a bunch at 502. I've been trading NVIDIA. I caught the high.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah.
You got that one little moment.
Although I cheated, I sold in after hours.
Right. You actually got enough above 5 to actually.
I could have gotten $12 more or $14 more. I've seen it go up after that.
Right.
But it came pretty close to the high. This is looking good, the Qs. I'm telling you, the market does not look bad to me. The short-term trend looks like it's up for both the Qs and the spiders. Nice trend line.
If you extend the bottom line of that range, it actually is the top of the other range.
If I extend it,
well, if you take your channel, see that line you just drew.
The line I just drew.
Move that up to reach the back of the other line, the bottom of the other line.
Move it up?
Yeah. I'm just saying that.
Oh, you mean that's parallel?
Yeah.
You're right.
So you're getting the slope anyway. So conceivably,
yeah.
Probably get in and out and do all right for yourself.
It looks very bullish to me. I'm not. I mean, you're sitting at the 50 right now. It closed at the 50, and then right below that is trend line, so some kind of trend line support. The Qs look good. The spiders look good. The market looks good. But yet there's something about the market that's spooking me. Maybe the seasonality. So I'm hiding with a chunk of money. But I want it to go up. I mean, I'm still heavily invested. All right, let's take a look at the stock of the day, which has to be Apple.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I mean, I got the munchies, so we could look at McDonald's also. But first,
You gave yourself the munchies.
Yeah.
I mean, Apple. I guess I'm surprised that the news about the 15 and everything didn't give it a good oomph.
Yeah, well, it's always sell the news, isn't it?
Yeah, but usually, when he comes out with a new product, everybody's like, "Whoa, all right, can't wait to get one of those."
But the thing is it really, is it such an earth-shattering new product?
Hmm, good point.
Most people are like 4 generations behind or something.
Yeah, they were saying that the average is about 4 years,
4 years,
which is a couple of generations at least.
at least, probably 3. I mean, I had an iPhone 10, 10X or whatever it was called, and that was perfectly fine. I finally went to the 14 or whatever number.
And I like having a
Apple is clearly trading below trend. So it's showing weakness. But the relative to the Qs and spiders in the short term, this is showing weakness. Today's candle is not so wonderful. So if you're a true Apple believer, you're going to say this low here will hold. And that low is 171.96. I am an Apple believer. I say 170 is a good buying opportunity, or 171.96. I like it right here to add. I will add. Maybe I won't, because I own a lot of it. Maybe I won't. I own, in order of my Mag 7 holdings, I now have all of them except Tesla. The least I have is in NVIDIA. The most I have is in Amazon. And second is Apple. Third is Google. And then Microsoft, Meta. What am I forgetting? I don't know.
well,
Probably one. Meta. Yeah, I said Meta. I don't know.
skipping Netflix.
Yeah, but my primary holdings are Amazon, Apple, and Google. All right.
So I see Amazon in a really perfect channel. If you want to take a look at,
I will take a look. But Apple looks like it has support on this trend line as well, potential trend line. I mean, it's not really a trend line, but the line that I drew. At the very least, make it a horizontal line, and I think this low very well may be tested, 171.50, something like that. That's the time that if I'm going to add, I'm going to add right there. If I'm going to add, I'm not saying I will, because if I say I will, I'm a man of honor. Then I have to, and I don't want to put myself in that position where I have to. So I may add at 170, 171. Looks like an attractive place to add. What was the stock of the week last week? I added. Yeah, I did add.
So it was you, and it was SCMI. SCMI.
Supermicrocomputer Inc. was the week before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We should take a look at them too. There's a lot to look at. But Apple, what's the negativity with Apple? China, and China?
Well,
outside of China, is there anything wrong with Apple? They're not selling enough? What's the matter?
I don't know. I think there has been some buzz about the consumer not being all that robust anymore. So maybe not.
The consumer is super loyal to Apple.
That's true.
They gain market share, not lose market share. I don't see anything wrong with Apple, and I think China's a threat. If they certainly, what's the name of that company? Hawaii?
Oh yeah, right. They're trying to come up with a competing product.
but they can't really. They say they're about 4 or 5 generations behind Apple.
Right.
So even in China, they'll probably go up in sales. I don't see anything wrong with Apple. And you got the Vision Pro coming down the road. You got those Air things. You got the watch thing. You got the iPad. You got the Mac. Maybe the P ratio is not that strong. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm a keeper of Apple, not selling. I would add I may even add down here. Anyhow, I'm repeating myself.
Right. So why don't you take a look at Amazon then?
Amazon.
If you check the 1 year chart,
Sure. 1 year chart. What a
Yes.
beautiful Zoom channel. We're back in it.
yep. If you just
We're back in the Zoom. I think if we extend this out, we're pretty much back in the Zoom. How do I grab this?
you gotta adjust it a little bit, but then it's definitely a channel.
Where do I grab it? Can't grab it. Why can't I grab it, Kamal?
You can extend it. Just go to the ball right there. Yeah, there you go.
That's not the right place.
You inverted it.
I did something very wrong.
Right.
Ah,
Just grab one of the circle ones. Just grab. There you go.
I don't. Maybe I got to grab it from the top. Maybe.
Yes, I agree with that. It's not moving.
Maybe I shouldn't fool around with it.
But there is a channel there.
And
I
we're back.
already drew it on my
And it looks like we're back in it.
Right. Just slowly move it. As you extend it, it gets smaller for some reason. That's it. Good enough. Now grab the top one. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. You could extend it a little higher, but that's a channel right there.
Yeah. Well, what I have is also a channel, but it traded above it, back in it now.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty good. Very good. Amazon is very strong. Very strong. I think it's the strongest of the 7 right now. We're not going to look at all 7 of the 7. But we could look at NVIDIA. I've been adding. I think 400 is a great place to add. I drew the line at 400. That's a great place to add. It's very good support there, and it coincides with the 100-day moving average.
That gap concerns me a lot, actually.
Right now, we're at the 50. Flirting with the 50, which did not prove to be support earlier. So I think the $400 level is a great place to add. The gap would put you down all the way down here to a close of 306. I don't think we're heading that low to 306 unless the market crashes. So you're talking about a market crash if you were looking at that gap.
Okay.
It could happen. I mean, I have 1/3 of my money in cash because I know it could happen. And if it happens doggone fast. You can't get your money out.
Right.
That's why I got 1/3 of my money out already, which probably means we'll be in a Zoom market.
Well, you still got 2/3. Come on.
Yeah,
Be a glass half full person.
2/3 full, maybe.
2/3 full, right?
All right. So NVIDIA strong buy at 400. What about in between? Maybe I'm averaging down, realizing that at 400 is very possible. But it's also very possible that it turns up earlier. So I'm buying slowly back in. Nowhere near the quantity that I had up here when I sold. All right. I never should have sold at 396, but you know I did, and I made some money twice trading it, but I would have been better off not trading at all, just holding. In retrospect, but then again, it's hard to see in retrospect unless you're already in the future, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So, what else did I have? AMD. I like AMD
Yeah,
chart
AMD.
better than Nvidia. The chart, well, you're off your highs, but you have a really nice bottom here at 101, at 100, that area. And so you have a cushion right below where you're trading. I like to have a cushion. This is a very, very good spot to do a swing trade. You buy it here, and you, I don't know. Maybe you try to get a few points lower and use the 200 as support. It's hard to say, but it looks like a stock that should be swung between 116 and 100. It's a swing me. It's begging to be swung, and I think long term to be held, caution to be held. So AMD, I think, is an accumulated at this point. I don't like to say to accumulate on the way down, but I'm doing it myself. So, of course, my opinions and our opinions are strictly our own. Not
You can wait for your nibble spot. It's not there yet. But
yeah, that's what I've been doing, nibbling. Check with an advisor before acting, and please subscribe to support your channel. Take a moment and hit the subscribe, the bell. Tell your friends about us. If you want a good, honest discussion about stocks from three guys that don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Well, I know what not to do.
Well, Andrew says sometimes we're funny.
Looking.
Sometimes, not, by accident.
Right.
So if you think we're funny, that's a good reason to tune in. As long as you don't think our picks are funny,
Three fun guys.
What's that?
Three fun guys.
Three fun guys.
Three fun guys. Three smart fellows, they felt smart. Say it 3 times fast.
You know what a fun guy is, right?
I guess you know that tongue twister, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So does the whole world. That's why I said it.
So what's the story with APL? What's the story with APLS? He's still in that one? I see it on the side.
No, don't rub it in. Another one that I got out of way too quick. I lost 4.
Yeah, no, I went in and out on that one also.
I bought it at 24, sold it at 20, something like that. I took a quick loss and look at it now. I hate Biodrec. I've been very unlucky lately. You wanted me to look at Sava, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to find out.
But this one, is this the one they advertise on TV, the AMD injection? I think so. Tell us.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, it's down 7% today.
7% hit. I don't know why. I can't tell. I don't know the reason. I can't tell you why. More people like Rheingold, the Bear Extra Dry.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
That was the Mets, I think.
My beer is Rheingold dry beer.
Yeah. That was the Mets. And Winston tastes good like a
cigarette should.
That was also
You want good grammar or good taste.
That was when they allowed cigarette commercials. Yeah. Sava, maybe down here it's worth it. Taking a shot. I don't know why it went down.
Okay.
When it goes down like this, I would wait a day or two.
Yeah, maybe look to pick
Well,
it up.
the latest news is just that they're going to make a presentation, but I do know every time they make a presentation, something shitty happens.
I don't know. I have very little desire to go into anything BioDrek. Personally. Except maybe this one. I listed it. NWBO.
Oh, an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah. This one really shot up. We've been looking at this a lot lower, and I hesitated, and I didn't pull the trigger. We were looking at it
It's a penny
about,
stock. It's very dangerous.
yeah, it is very dangerous, no question. But look at it. Look at the support right at the 100. Nice support here. The lower today on this candle, six. What is that low? 65 cents. It looks like a decent buy at 65 cents. Yeah. No, 57 cents. That's when we were looking at it, right at 57 cents. I don't know if it's going back that low. If it does, it's probably not a good buy. Again, I don't have the stomach for BioDrek. If I did, I would probably have been in this one already. And then there's Athesis, which sooner or later I'm going to be suckered back into. There's no question in my mind I will be back.
I'll be back.
Because I have an obsession with this company. It's like, what is it, under 10 million, the whole company? It's a ridiculous market cap.
But the volume is anemic. The volume is nothing there.
They're broke.
Roller coaster ride down.
Yeah. Maybe for a dime I'll get back in.
When's this thing going to get delisted?
They got an extension through October by NASDAQ. So they have until October to get back to $1. You think they can do it?
No.
No.
Yeah, not a chance.
That was a quick answer. Not a chance. Well, that makes me think maybe I should buy.
You see? Told you.
Not a chance.
I have a use in this world.
Isn't that what Peyton Manning said about the Jets during the halftime?
That's right. He did. I actually went against the Jets last night and got my ass handed to me.
I added to my bet during the live betting when Peyton said they don't have a chance.
He said they're toast. Yes. That's funny.
I figured Jets, he says the Jets could win, but they're not going to win.
Yeah, they're not. I know. It was a very, very fun game to watch.
It was a horrible feeling to see Aaron Rodgers go down. I even though I made money on the Jet bet, my straight bet on the Jets.
Yeah,
it was a thrilling victory. Garrett Wilson made one of the most spectacular catches I've ever seen in the end zone.
Yes, that was amazing.
Amazing catch. That guy Xavier, whatever his name is, Gibson.
Yeah,
is that his name? That was some run back for the win.
Mm-hmm.
It was an exciting game.
Yeah, it really was.
And yeah, very exciting game. Was there anything else I said I was going to chart in the listings?
Let's see, MSTR.
MSTR.
MicroStrategies.
Looking good. I like Bitcoin. I mean, it's on a little bit of a run back from the lows. It made lows recently, 518. At least MicroStrategy did. But you notice we're moving on up.
Sloping.
Yeah, moving on up. So I nibble a little bit more on MicroStrategy. I bought some Riot. What's the one that the fellow, the viewer gave us. Can you read me the symbol?
Oh, let me see.
Bitcoin play.
SMCI, is that one?
Which one?
No, it wasn't SMC. What? SDIG. SDIG.
SD
SDIG.
IJ. The chart doesn't look as attractive
Oh,
as
it
my.
looks like a nibble's in water.
Maybe. But MicroStrategy looks a little bit better off the chart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got a little bit more, but maybe if this is a follower, then this is going up.
Let's take a look at this bottom here. Put in a nice, really strong looking bottom back at 358. But that's way below where it's trading. The more recent bottom would be right here at 413. It moved up nicely today, so there must have been some kind of news specific to this one. I think it moved up 11%. I don't think MicroStrategy moved up that much today, or any of the others. Let's take a look at Riot, see what that moved up. Riot looks more like SDIG than MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy looks the best to me.
Mm-hmm.
This moved up only 4%. And HUT, let's see what that moved up. HUT won. I like HUT. That didn't even move up.
No, HUT's still behind the curve.
All right, maybe I don't like HUT.
Well, like I said, if these are all followers, then you got an upcoming.
About Mara. Professor Omar says Bitcoin's going to 9,000.
Really?
Yeah. He said the chart on Bitcoin is an ascending wedge or some kind of wedge. The kind that you don't like. I don't see a wedge. But Professor Omar saw one, maybe in the weekly. In the weekly, I guess so. We're wedge-like in the weekly, I guess. So Professor Omar don't like these ascending wedges. He thinks it's going all the way down, collapse.
Okay, I gotta drop out, guys.
All right, Kamal.
Well, we reached our time limit anyway.
Oh, wait a second. Do you have a stock of the week, Kamal?
No.
No.
I think cash is probably the best. This
Cash is king this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I guess I'm listening to Kamal. So we have this ascending wedge. Professor Omar don't like ascending wedges. All right, we'll see what happens with that. So I guess we'll stop. What's my stock of the week? I'll tell you what it is. Everyone wants to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Well, I'd certainly like to hear it.
Everybody waited all this time to hear my stock of the week. All right, I'll whisper it to you. Ready? Don't tell anybody. Did you hear me?
I heard you.
Do you think everyone heard?
Well, they could always roll back and get it. And
all right, that's my stock of the week. Adios, amigos.
Adios, everybody. Bye-bye.